Now you might be familiar with what this is. This is a Pillow Chase Tooth Piggy Fangame. I know. Something I didn't really expect to see ever happen, laying right in front of my screen from my Roblox page. But anyways, let's get done with that intro. I'm gonna be showing what my opinion is on the game, and let's get into the video. Now, upon entering the game, as you can see, there are beginner killers named AI Tigre and Kinemorto. And if you zoom in a little bit closer, you can see that Tigre has an outstanding 27 sprint speed from one ability, while Kinemorto has the ability to boost her damage up to 50, meaning she would have a 2-shot M1 along with a stack of speed. Do y'all not see the problem already? Now, you see my issue with the game involving killers, right? It feels way too bland and killer-sided with some specific characters. The more you read some of the abilities, the more you realize how deep this rabbit hole goes within these abilities. Some are just blatantly overpowered, Tiger, while other abilities can just feel boring or bland to use. Which, you can see that the models are amazing, but some animations feel rather unfinished and need slight tweaking. While there's a lot more small issues that I found during monster gameplay, there are some more glaring issues I would like to talk about other than monsters. And that's... There can be a total of 8 players in one match having the job to do task sets in order to make the timer go down along with avoiding the monster. There are some maps that are survivor-sided while the other ones are completely monster-sided. But the thing is, these maps have extremely strong loops along with items to make the loops worse. The radar, which for some reason gives you ESP on the killer for a large amount of time on a huge map. And then there's the Coca-Cola, which has no end lag on drinking, just more free stamina. And even with all this listed, the monsters are so strong that the looping does not matter at all in this game. You can't even dodge without a monster hitbox hitting you across the whole entire goddamn hallway. A small thing I've been noticing is how there is a trend for some reason in these asymmetrical games on how they love to make so many areas dark to the point where you can't even see where you're going at all. With this game, monsters are completely unavoidable or counterable in a dead end unless you're running a specific character like Bunny or Andrew, which in fact Andrew is meta for survivors, but I'll be getting into that in a bit later. But anyways, there also is a taser which for some reason has a pretty small chance of spawning along with it being somewhat hard to hit a competent monster with. And that's not all. There's a flashlight that at first I didn't think I would need to rely on, but that opinion changed to a complete 180 after playing these maps. You're not getting away from a lot of the monster roster, not even a robot that has no sprint speed. Now, like I mentioned, there are 8 survivors, and I did want to read from my script of what I had in ranking for these survivors, but the footage was way too long, and I know I don't really want to keep editing more piggy footage of this game. So I'm just going to show you my ranks right now of what I have, and I'm going to put my script in the description, so y'all, if y'all want to, y'all can read the reason why I put it in there. And now I want to talk about the potential of the game. Of what I really do feel like there could be more of, and what needs to improve. Now, from what I'm seeing so far, I think the models and the skins are amazing. The animations may need a little bit more work. Have like the killer actually have the the survivor on them instead of, you know, being far away. The jump scare from the survivor POV is good. The jump scare from the killer POV is just meh, in my opinion. The sound design I think really needs work. The game just doesn't really, I don't feel immersed enough inside the game, if you feel me what I mean on that. Because forests don't really got any like animal sounds. The sewers, I mean, they have the drip sound effects, but other than that, that's mainly it. There's not really a lot of like enough sound design to make the game feel like it's complete, in my opinion. Along with a lot of other monsters, some monsters need a lot more sound design and they feel really bland. And don't get me wrong, I don't do sound design, but I do think it can be way better than it is right now. Another thing I want to mention is how they did task. I do like the random piggy coins that you can collect for free, along with the task being really interactive in my opinion. I know I know we're burning a corpse inside the forest, but it's actually pretty a fun task to do, I won't lie. But I do see some massive flaws with these events that are in the maps, like the darkness, the train. The train is like a main thing I see starters struggle with. They don't know that you gotta look at the TV to know when the train comes. So maybe make the indicator more obvious. For the lightning is cool, but you should make the lightning happen less often, because half of the time when I'm doing a task, the event happens and I just get one-shotted during the task. But other than that, I'm probably gonna end my whole rant on this video because I am really tired of editing and scripting and all this random stuff. So what is my final opinion? I think the game is not in a good state, but can be in a good state from all the fixes that the community can give back as feedback. That's what this game needs right now. The game is in a really unbalanced state, but can get rebalanced and get fixes, which is what a testing state is for. So please remember that. I'm not doing this to hate on the game. I'm doing this more so to give how I feel as my start experience towards the game. And with that, I'm probably just going to show a little bit of monster gameplay, and I'm going to end the video here. Thanks for watching. Remember, you're always loved. And yeah, see you guys.
Ooh.